tubaaniriza nnyo mwebale nnyo okujja. Ladies and gentlemen, you are warmly welcome to the Napil Trade Show 2024. Kakati DJ, njagala onoonyeyo ennyimba ziri ezaffe. Ennyimba mutuufu Saabalwanyi zaanawulira nga naye zimuwa vibe. Ennyimba zanaatambula nazo mu kawolawola. Okay? Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been duly informed we are live on NBS TV, Next Media. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on Sanyuka TV. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the public broadcaster, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation. Media houses present, we thank you so much for covering events. Ladies and gentlemen, please, let's all get on our feet. Basebo ne banyabo, nsaba ffenna we tuli, tuyimirire ku magulu gaffe, twanirize omukulembeze w'eggwanga Saabalwanyi 001 President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, ali eri midaala gy'asembera mpolawola. Ladies and gentlemen, the president is en route. Please get up on your feet. Let's give him a special welcome because he is here.
Hello. Hello. Well, good afternoon, viewers of UBC TV. The sound on your screens is that Robert Onyango, and I've been just corrected here that we are running across different media houses, including Next Media Services, and that is NBS TV. What you are seeing on your screen, the opening of this year's NAPEA trade show here in Kapeka, Nakaseke district, an event which is being celebrated and officiated by the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Tibuhaburwa Kaguta Museveni. A few minutes ago, as you did see on your screens, the President was received here in Kapeka by the Vice President of Uganda, retired Major Jessica Alupo, and shortly after the receiving event, we straight went for the exhibition where the President is visiting different stalls here of exhibitors at NAPEA as we await for the official commissioning of this trade fair and bazaar. Ministers David Bahati, that is State for Industries and Cooperatives, Ministers Mwebesa Francis, that is the full cabinet minister in charge of industries, trade and cooperatives. I have seen Minister Evelyn Anite, State Privatization and Investment. They are there accompanying His Excellency the President as he samples a few of the many stalls which are exhibiting different products, mainly from Kapeka Industries, as locally known by many. The President is coming to Kapeka and Nakaseke district is a full testament that indeed the President and the government is determined to support the local industries in the other line of Buy Uganda and Build Uganda. Already here at the grounds as we wait for the President, there are members of the general public within the districts of Nakaseke, Luwero, Kiboga and others. Then we have political members or leaders from different political parties and chiefs of the country. Of course, we have our own investors who are helping government of Uganda in realizing the dream of industrializing every part of the country. So far, it is still so good here as we wait for the President, who will shortly join us here at the main events venue. After that tour of the exhibition stalls, then the program is a bit short, but of course we can't dictate on who will say what and who will say this and that. But as the Masters of Ceremonies has already aligned us here, shortly after the President getting in here, we will all rise up for the anthems, and after the anthems, I've seen Pastor Robert Kayanja of Miracle Center. I think he will be leading us in a word of prayer, and after the prayer we shall have speeches from the organizers of this trade fair and bazaar. Of course, after there we shall have speeches by the ministers of Luwero Triangle, Alice Kaboyo, who has been here since morning. Then we shall also have speeches, I think, from the ministers, Henry Francis Mwebesa, that is of Trades, Industries and Cooperatives. And then we shall have the Minister Evelyn Anite, because this is her line of duty.
Ladies
and after that,
gentlemen,
for our viewers now, the President is making his way here, and let me hand you to the official program here in
the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Basebo ne banyabo, mwali mu nyumba. His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni atuse. Your Excellency, you are very welcome to Namunkekera at the Napil Trade Show. Your Excellency, allow me, with your permission and honor, to ask our DJ to play the Uganda National Anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, the East African Anthem. Your Excellency, allow me to invite Pastor Robert Kayanja from Miracle Center Cathedral, Lubaga, to lead us in prayer.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, the Vice President, our host, on these grounds, General Saleh. My prayer, because you've been seated all the time, my prayer is going to be 3 minutes, and allow me to start with a testimony. In 1986, after just the war, we all came in this area. We bordered this wonderful national park. We built an orphan school. It was the biggest thing in Kapeka, Kadunda, in this area. 10, 15 years ago, I came here. They told me that General Salim Saleh was living near our property. So I came here to see him with my brother Nduwalana. We found him in a very small house. Very small. I couldn't even believe he was staying there. And he took me around. Only it was maize and a little factory of kagogwa mango and tomato. And he also took me where our freedom fighters were buried. May their soul rest in peace. This was not in Kapeka. This is a miracle. Entasiima wabula agiwa. Tukubire Katonda mu ngalo olwa kino kye tulaba mu Uganda mu mulembe guno. Mu kitabo kya Yoswa essula 18 olugero lwokuna, Yoswa aweebwa abantu nga 5 bokka be basobodde okufuna kye basobola okufuna Mukama kye yabasuubiza, naye amawanga 7 nga gali mu bwavu obw'ekika ekya waggulu, nga bali mu tulo nga beebase. Era n'abagamba ebigambo bino: Now the whole nation of Israel assembled together at Shiloh and set up a tabernacle of meeting, and the land had been subdued by them, but there remained among children of Israel 7 tribes, which had no land, no food. They were being devastated. Then Joshua said to them, to the children of Israel, How long will you be slack? Munatuusa ddi okugoojama, okulowolereza, okuliisa ebijanjaalo empiso, okugayaala n'okwebaka emisana? Mutwale ettaka Katonda lye waba bajjajja bammwe mulikozese. Yoswa bamuwa abantu abaali already liberated, independent, empowered. Katonda ali ku ludda lwabwe nga balina n'amafuta naye nga beebase. Emyaka 40 nga beetooloola bwetooloozi mu ddungu. Ne Uganda kati weeri. Mukama atununudde, Mukama atuwadde emirembe, Mukama atugaggawazza, naye abamu ku ffe twafunye erinnya eppya batuyita bagwizagira. Twebase. Nsaba Katonda olwaleero atubikkula obwongo tutegeere ennaku zino kye tuyita Uganda equation. Bw'otunuulira ku kifo kino olabira ddala nti Mukama awadde Uganda obukulembeze obutasangika mu nsi yonna. Ng'era Katonda bwe yatunuuliza abaana ba Isirayiri n'abawa abakulembeze, mwe mwali Yoswa. Bwe tutunulira omulembe gwaffe tulaba omulembe gwa kaguta, mu luzungu bakita phenomena oba maverick. Omusajja oyo kaguta yagenda adda mu ggulu, naye mukazi we mubakubire mu ngalo bazaala abaana abayambi Afrika ne Uganda. Nga bwe mbagambe Kapeka ali tafaanana bw'atyo. Nzijukira emyaka 15 najja n'ensisinkana Jerusalem, jokingire ne mugamba nti ssebo wano nsobola okugulawo, n'angamba yaabo oleeta investor n'agulawo, ampe million 15 nze ngende mu Northern Uganda. That is 15 years ago, nga waliwo kasooli ne muwogo. Naye kati simanyi oba nga Jerusalem ssebo, the offer is still on the table. Nkuwa ogende. Naye kyakoze wano kizibu nnyo okubeera omugayaavu mu kiseera Katonda wakuweera omukisa. Mu kiseera kino kye tulimu bannayuganda, essaala yange ya mirundi 3, ntutuzuukuke tutegeere ekigenda mu maaso. Ekyokubiri, Mukama atuwadde abakulembeze. Yoswa ekyamuyamba okutwala abaana ba Isirayiri mu nsi ensuubize, yavumbula geometry set. Okuva ku president, ku Jenosale, n'abakulembeze baffe bonna, Mukama abawadde tools ezinaatuyamba. Endala zijjidde mu birowoozo, endala zijjidde mu bikolwa, naye tulina tools kati okukyusa Uganda okubeera ensi esinga obugagga n'obulungi mu nsi yonna. Ekyokubiri, mbasabira era nange neesabira, sisaba bumu, sisaba kwegatta, nze nsaba bumu. Tubeere bumu ku nsonga y'okukulaakulana, tubeere bumu ku nsonga y'emirembe, tubeere bumu ku nsonga y'okukola obugagga, kubanga mukama waffe Esaala gye yatusabira mu Yokaana 12:17 olunyolo lwokusatu n'agamba kitange nsabye babeere bumu nga nze naawe bwe tuli obumu nsaba mu linnya lya kitaffe n'omwana n'omwoyo mutukuvu mukama abawe emirembe amiina.
Your Excellency, that was Pastor Robert Kayanja all the way from Miracle Center Cathedral. Ladies and gentlemen, you can now take your seats. Basebo ne banyabo buli omu atwale ekifo kye. Your Excellency, just to introduce myself, my name is Daniel Irish Kanyerezi, who has been privileged to breathe the same air that you're breathing right now and host this event. Your Excellency, allow me to introduce briefly some of our key partners at this NAPIL trade show. Amafa Farms, Microfinance Support Center, Stanbic Bank, Uganda Revenue Authority, Aska Group, Uganda Breweries Limited, Mbire Group of Companies, Taxi, Saracen Security Limited, Uganda Development Corporation, Uganda Coffee Development Authority, Victoria Equipment Limited, UTEL, NEMA, Ugatunes, and DTB Bank here in Kapeka. Without further ado, Your Excellency, allow me to invite the Managing Director of NAPIL, Madam Jocelyn Kenyana, to briefly walk us through the journey of NAPIL. Thereafter, she will invite our developer, Mr. Zhang, to also say a word or two, and then we can carry on.
First and foremost, I would like to express my deepest appreciation to His Excellency, the President of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the vision bearer, Kapeka, the Chief Coordinator of Operation Wealth Creation and Chairman, Jang Group, and Mr. Jang Hao, together are the partners in this industrial park. To our exhibitors, thank you for showcasing your innovative products, services, and promotional offers extended. Your participation has enriched this event and demonstrated incredible potential within our domestic production. We hope that our connections have made here will lead to fruitful partnership and collaboration. And of course, we invite you for our future next event. A special thank you to our sponsors and partners whose support made this event possible. OWC, MSC, UDC, Stanbic Bank, DTB, Kasita, UMA, UI, PSFU, media houses like Next Media, UBC, and Vision Group. Your belief in our vision has allowed us to bring together such a diverse group of individuals, organizations, education institutions, and the business community. We appreciate your continued collaboration and investment in our event, and we implore you to come to our aid again next time. To our dedicated staff and volunteers, NAPIL staff, oh, and Rosie, you're supposed to be here. Where is Dewo? And the others. Your commitment behind the scene have gone unnoticed. Thank you for your tireless effort in organizing this trade show, ensuring every detail was meticulously planned and executed. Allow me, Your Excellency, to remind us of the history of Mengo Bulemezi County. This is the history of how Kapeka came about. The industry park was always there. The vision bearer, Our Excellency, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, made it even better. Allow me to educate you. you will understand and you will appreciate. The history of Uganda, the church, the Uganda Company Limited, and the Protectorate influenced how private capital developed Uganda. In the inception of Christianity in Uganda, the Church Missionary Society pioneered religion, education, health, agriculture, business, and governance. In the British Protectorate, then they established a commercial arm, that was in 1903, the Ugandan Company Limited, to take over the assets of the Church Missionary Society that they were acquiring on their strategic mission. The first objective of the Ugandan Company Limited was to acquire and carry on the undertakings which had been carried on by the Church Missionary Society in the Uganda British Protectorate. By 1907, a gentleman, Blaydon, a skilled rubber planter, and Wilson from Canada, a wheat farmer, began to develop the Ugandan Company. That was 62 kilometers, which is the Namunkekera today. They began by planting 19,400 rubber trees. The Ugandan Company Limited, Namunkekera, in 1907, that was when they had started the acquisition, but later was formalized in 1930. They cultivated cotton, rubber, coffee, sugar, tea. These were exported to Britain as raw materials to support their industries. The main objective of the Ugandan Company was to provide a business-like solution to the Ugandan community, country at large. As per the cartilage sheet showing the first owner following the allocation of land in the 1900 Buganda Agreement, Namunkekera was a crown land registered as G6989 on the acreage of 1,015.83, which was Block 269 Bulemezi. It was located on 1919-year lease to the white owners for agriculture purpose. In 1918, they could not get mile titles on that piece of land since a law had already been passed in 1908 barring non-Ugandan from acquiring Milo land. In 1948, an Indian businessman by the names of Prabhudas Kalidas Shah was the first one to purchase this Namunkekera from the Ugandan Company. Later, prominent businessmen in 1966 went on to acquire the Ugandan Company, which later became the Industrial Coffee Grower in 1966, at a shareholding of 2.5 million shillings at that time. So nearly all the workers involved in the construction of the line came from Britain, British India, and a total of 35,000 coolies and artisans were recruited along 1,082 subordinate officers, totaling 36,000, while most of the surviving Indian that returned home, 6,724, decided to remain after the line completion, creating a community of Indians in East Africa. From 1920 to 1940, the colonial state encouraged the growth of sugar and tea. After the World War II, the government introduced coffee to boost the declining export revenues. By 1950s, coffee had replaced cotton as Uganda's leading export. According to General Buckley, forward of Ugandan Company, in 1953, he pointed out that the history of Uganda Company can as well be called the history of Uganda. Uganda now was enjoying a stable economy, even though not working at her full potential, since agriculture was majorly subsistence because the farmers failed to embrace plantation agriculture. Still based on agriculture, but there was growing manufacturing sector, capable of increasing the contribution to GDP at the time. Hence, the Ugandan Development Corporation, UDC, was established in 1952 with £5 million capital to take over the assets of the Ugandan company. The Industrial Coffee Grower Uganda Limited versus the policy of Ugandan government. East Mengo Growers Cooperative. The complaints by the Industrial Coffee Growers Uganda Limited were motivated by the unfair treatment from the Obote government after denying them a license to operate in 1969, denying them the opportunity to form a union despite of being 3,000 growers and 150 primary societies, forcing them to operate under East Mengo, among others. According to the available documents, the Industrial Coffee Growers Uganda Limited had a meeting with the East Mengo Cooperative on December 12, 1969, in a letter dated 20th December 1971. Industrial Coffee Grower Limited acknowledged that their association could operate under the umbrella of East Mengo Cooperative Union on either rental basis or agents basis. In a letter dated by Kwebiha, at the time the commissioner, addressed the chairman of the Industrial Coffee Grower Uganda Limited, Mr. Tamale, Antonio Tamale, with a title, Renting Off Your Coffee Factory by the East Mengo Growers Cooperative. The commissioner instructed that Industrial Coffee Grower Uganda Limited be hired like any other factory already working under a signed agreement with the union, subject to the union's factories not having enough capacity to process the Kiboko coffee from the primary cooperatives. Bear with me. Mr. Tamale, the chairman at the time and the managing director of the Industrial Coffee Growers in Uganda Limited, wrote a letter to the Grandly Bank for guidance of the above matters, whether they should go ahead and be under East Mengo. And he advised that roasting coffee at 190 shillings would not be economically viable or feasible for them because of the ongoing fixed costs that the company had. So, however, Jackson regretted, and these businessmen, we see later they continue to evolve. They are frustrated by the ongoing government at the time. They moved to Semuto, created a small company. The government came, took over, frustrated them. They left the Namunkekera to the East Mengo growers. This is when the general of OWC comes over to revive, and under the guidance of His Excellence, when he tells him, you can sell all you have, but you don't sell this one. I have a vision for it. Sir, this is an area that was once an industrial park and was destroyed by the past political insurgencies, and then there was need to revive the factories. And Your Excellency, being a vision bearer, you made this happen after the state visit to the People's Republic of China in March 2015, and also held a meeting with the Vice Governor of the Liaoning province and agreed on a cooperation in investment through establishing an industrial park in Uganda and to attract global investments to manufacture and export to the vast opportunities in the regional markets, overseas, and China to address the trade imbalances. Your Excellency, this industrial park is a hybrid of agro and manufacturing, a blended dream of General Salim Saleh of creating market for agro production products and that of foreign direct investment. These two together with service delivery complement each other, and what is celebrated here today is a testament. Our prayer, Your Excellence. By the way, I am so privileged. I've never spoken in the presence of Your Excellency. Yes. Our prayer Our prayer, I run a component, which is the Farm Service Center. I want to appreciate your forever support. Our prayer, sir, with my group here, we seek seed capital to operationalize the Farm Service Center. Otherwise, the industries here will stand as big elephants. We empower the farmers with inputs, fertilizers, extension, agronomical. We empower them with credit. We have an appeal circle. We are as poor as those going to heaven. We believe that, Your Excellency, you will support our seed capital. We need to stock up. And I want to give a thank you to Dr. Mugasi, Your Excellency. He gave us seed, they call it mortar and concrete of 3.5 billion under NEC Enterprise. NEC is commencing the refurbishment of the Farm Service Center. And I believe as NAPIL, thank you, General Saleh. You have fed us, you have supported us. It's time that we give back. You have mentored us. With the help of Your Excellency, with a seed capital of 4.7 billion, we can restock up, we can operationalize, and we can also support in terms of copy and pasting. In Kasese, there is another Farm Service Center. There are many. So my prayer, Your Excellency, is we need seed capital in the amount of 4.7. Thank you, sir. You're invited here. Yes. I take the opportunity to invite Jang Hu, our developer and the partner in the park.
Your Excellency and Honorable Minister and ladies and gentlemen and my family members, you're welcome today. So before I introduce the Kabeka Industrial Park, I just want to tell you one story. How is this park is starting? Like Jocelyn said, this Museveni is leading the Uganda delegation visiting in China is 2015. So by the time I'm in the meeting, and is the Liaoning province, the governors, vice governors, is presenting, say, set up the industrial park in Uganda. And by the time, Museveni, I don't know, you still remember the word, what you said. You say that is your dream. We had one place, that is my dream, that is be industrial city. That is Kabeka. So immediately, at the same time, Museveni heard the phones, called General Saleh, say now that land is be from today be industrial use. So I think that how is this park is starting is from the Museveni. So and from 2015 and 2016 December. Museveni is functioned starting the park. So up to now, exactly 8 years. In this 8 years, I've been moved with Museveni even to Vietnam. Last time, Museveni in Vietnam introduced me to the business person in the Vietnam conference. And they say, where I'm the different color brothers, I'm not Chinese. I'm Uganda. So Kabeka now is my hometown. All of you, my families. So now let me first introduce Kabeka, what is happened now today. So Museveni is from 2016, 12th December, once your foundation, 2017 September, the first factory is entering. Up to now, we had 30 factories, 21 in operating, 9 under construction. So we had a factory, two ceramic factories. One is for tiles, one is for ceramic toilet seat. And we had 5 food production factories, the maize flowers, dry fruits, cooking oils, sweets, and the snacks factory. We had 4 shoes factories, the slippers, lady shoes, canvas. And we had 5 textile factories. So it's the bed sheets, the working clothes, sports uniforms, school bags, socks, knickers. And we had 4 electronic factories. The Hisense TV is assembling in our park. And over the year, the fridge and the deep freezer also is assembled in the park. We had the kettle factory, they are under construction. I hopefully end of this year is going to finish the factories. And we had the speaker factories, LED light factories, and we had 1 fish net factories, 1 parking factories, 1 cable factories, and 1 is our culture tools factories, and we had 1 gas cylinder factories, and we had 1 baby pump factories, and we had 1 gas process factories, and we had 1 car battery factories, and we had the soda factories, and 1 motorcycle factories. Total is 30. So, sir, it's from you today is the first time is come to Kabeka to visiting. So you've been 14 factories. So from the last 2 years, when you come to Kabeka now, we had more 7 factories is ready. 9 factories be ready end of this year. So it's from you take care, you starting this business, you've been take care of us, give us the good servicing, and now all factory is grow well. So investors, please stand up. 工厂站起来，全部站起来。So today is some owners is still in China. Is parts of factory owners we've been invited from here. So I think now if you get time, please we want to invite you to our opening. Is another 7 factory what is be ready. And sir, I think now today let me tell you. What I promised you on 2015, we're going to start in the park. And up to today, the first phase, 1 square mile, 30 factories, we are done. So we are moving to second phase, 1 more square mile for is next year, beginning next year. So thank you. And today, I don't want to say a lot because all the product is outside and you're going to open this seal and we already informed all the factories we give the factory price sell their products today and tomorrow. And sir, finally I want to thanks for you. Thanks you starting this place be the business is the industry city. Thank you, you've been take care of us. And secondly, I want to thank your team, the Uganda government department, is like UIA, URA, Customs, Immigration, UMA, UETCL, National Water, NIC. So, and so many departments. Without their hard working, without their support, we cannot run the park properly. Thank you very much. So we also need the thanks of the General Sali. You know, you give General to be helping on us. I believe all of these investors, General always sit with them to listening what is the challenge they have when they do the investment. Anything, what is the request they need, general is listens. And the being behind is pushing this progress is growing, and is grow with us. Lastly, also I need to thank my neighbors, Kabeka town. So this is my hometown. So my neighbors, we had really good neighbors. So these neighbors give us a lot of support. We have 4,000 staff working in the park. They are really protect us, also protect the staff. So it's helping us. We grow with Kabeka town together. Thank you. And lastly, President, Your Excellency, I want to give you one gift. So, Liao Shen Industrial Park, we're going to start second park in Namapa district. It's 400 acres. We already bought the land. So the documentation is with your assistant, Amina. We already passed to her. So, and I also request to get time, come to see you in your office, tell you all of this plan, what is the new park be run for the industries, for this Armenian products. So right now we're cutting 5 factories for Armenians. So that's why we want to start second park. Please arrange, give us the time, come to see you. Also, I want to come with these new investors. Come to your office, thanks to you. Thank you very much, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause to our developer, Mr. Jang, together with his team. He's headed over for a photo opportunity with the President of the Republic of Uganda. Your Excellency, as Mr. Jang and his team make their way to you, I would like to kindly run through part of your guest list of some of the distinguished guests who are in our midst and are with you today. Religious leaders present, thank you so much for honoring our invite. There is Reverend Gideon Mokasa, Father Kagwa, Pastor Moreme Solomon, there's Sheikh Abdul, there's also Pastor Martin Malay, there's also Pastor Malay and Mrs., 2 pastors here. There is also the overseer, Wakiso Bishop Sengendo Aiya. We also have Apostle Grace Lubega, all the way from Phaneroo Ministries. We also have Pastor Aloysius Bujingo, the head of Salt Media and House of Prayer Ministries, who has also supported our trade fair. Ladies and gentlemen, and Your Excellency, sir, we have the Deputy Coordinator and the Assistant to General Salim Saleh, OWC, Major General Mwanguzi. We are also joined by the Deputy CDF, General Okiding, who is also representing our CDF, General Muhozi Kainerugaba. Your Excellency, we also have the Deputy Managing Director of NEC, and with NEC I'm talking about the National Enterprise Corporation, and this is none other than General Oula. Of course, Your Excellency, we have Honorable Najuma Nalongo, who is the Nakaseke Woman Member of Parliament. On your guest list, sir, we also have Honorable Kefa Chiwanuka, Member of Parliament of Chiboga East. And Your Excellency, we also have Honorable Chiwanda Godfrey Subi, the Vice Chairman, NRM Buganda Region. We have Honorable David Bahati, the Minister of State for Trade. We also have Honorable Evelyn Anite, Minister of State for Investments. We are joined by Honorable Mwebesa, Minister of Trade, and of course our Vice President, Her Excellency Jessica Alupo, is with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, and Your Excellency, please allow me to welcome Honorable Alice Kaboyo to say a word or two to this gathering, and then we can carry on.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni Tubihaburwa, the Vice President of Uganda, the Minister of Industries, in charge of Industries and Privatization, Honorable Minister Ivry Nanite. I want to take this opportunity to appreciate you for honoring our invitation, and also appreciate all our other invited guests that have come in this place to be with us, and also appreciate all our supporters. I'm not going to break them down, they have already appreciated them, the different arms of government. I'm Namala Harriet, the Chairperson Organizing Committee for this event, and the Secretary to General Saleh Kapeka Office. I want to thank God that this day has been a success and appreciate the organizing committee. On behalf of the organizing committee, we want to say thank you so much. Whoever has put a coin, whoever has put a hand, whoever has advised to make this function a success, thank you so much. I want to straight away go to thank my boss, General Salim Saleh, for giving us jobs and teaching us how to work. Because if we are really lazy, we wouldn't have brought this function to success and gathered all of you here. Thank you so much for being with us, and I thank you so much, the organizing committee. Wherever you are, you can wave to us. I don't know where Deo is today. Deo is hiding. I think he's busy. But Deo, thank you so much, and all the other organizing committee that didn't get a chance to speak. I want to thank His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for being a visionary person of this industrial park Kapeka, because he's the one who foresaw that this was going to become an industrial park. At one point, Afande Saleh wanted to sell this place, and His Excellency told him, please don't sell this land. He's always telling us. And he obstructed him from selling it off or putting any other thing that was not going to be developmental. And he told him, I see in a few years we shall have a big industrial park here. So we can see it a success as I speak. As I speak, we have 19 factories under operation, and other 9 factories are still under construction, which makes it 28 factories. We believe in 2 years' time we shall have achieved all the factories 28 under operation. In the office of General Saleh, I'm in charge of tours for general visitors to tour around the industrial park. And I've always been seeing most factories producing products and they get stuck there. They stay camp, they produce and sell, but most factories are staying while piling in one place. So we thought of making this trade show. It's the reason we are here, to sell Kapeka Industrial Park nationwide and internationally. Let people know what we are doing in this place, and they stop importing products from outside, yet we are doing them here. So I believe it is the reason we are here, and all of you Ugandans, please love Uganda, build Uganda, boo-boo. As the president was speaking the last time we were celebrating his achievements at Kororo, he said we need to obstruct imports and encourage exports, as well as encouraging our domestic factories. That's why high taxes are imposed on imports, so that we can learn to love our own country and protect our domestic factories. I want to thank everyone. I'm not going to speak much, but my last remarks are that we are employing over 15,000 workers in this industrial park, and most of them are Ugandans. I need to inform the public that we have 2 square miles of this land where we are seated as an industrial park. I beg to submit here. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for accepting to be with us today. Thank you.
Your Excellency, that is Madame Harriet Namara. She is the chairperson organizing committee of this trade fair. Now, Your Excellency, you've been on record for emphasizing that traders, especially those in Chikubo, should join the import substitution agenda for the country. They are here and they are picking lessons, Your Excellency. Now, moving on, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite the Honorable Minister for Luweero, that is none other than Honorable Kaboyo, to say a word or two, and then we can carry on with the program.
Your Excellency of the Republic of Uganda, Your Excellency the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, the Chief Coordinator, Operation Wealth Creation and Chairman of Kapeka Industrial Park, General Salim Saleh, Honorable Members of Cabinet, Honorable Members of Parliament, members of the diplomatic corps that are present, our esteemed investors and partners of this park, district leaders, religious leaders, our gallant civilian and combatant veterans, fellow countrymen. It is an absolute pleasure for me to stand here today with immense gratitude and admiration to celebrate and recognize the incredible work and the remarkable success story of Namunkekera Industrial Park. Over the past 8 years, Namunkekera Industrial Park has demonstrated what visionary leadership and deliberate government policies can achieve when aligned with private sector ambitions. I therefore wish to extend my sincere appreciation to Afande General Salim Saleh for his dedication and tireless effort in bringing His Excellency the President's vision of value addition and industrialization of life. You are not only adding value to Ugandans' raw materials, but also creating opportunities and transforming livelihoods of countless Ugandans. Your Excellency, this is indeed proof of your message on the importance of value addition, innovation, and self-reliance to the transformation of livelihoods of our people. It is so important for me to note that the choice of location of this industrial park is a testament of resilience and God's grace given the historical significance of Kapeka. Kapeka lies in Kabarega zone, going by our zoning of the NRA liberation struggle, and a few years ago, this was a battleground in strife. The transformation of this former battleground into a thriving industrial zone and a beacon of industry and development exemplifies Uganda's journey to good leadership, post-conflict recovery, and economic resurgence. Your Excellency, on my behalf and on behalf of Ugandans, I wish to thank you for your visionary leadership and consistent guidance that has transformed Uganda's economic landscape. Through your leadership, Your Excellency, Ugandans are appreciating the need to reduce dependence on imports and enhancing our competitiveness on the global stage. The agro-processing plants, textile factories, and others that we see here today are direct results of your relentless pursuit of self-reliance and economic independence of Uganda. Today we are celebrating some of the fruits of your resilience. Your Excellency, You have frequently emphasized the importance of industrialization through initiatives that promote agro-processing and manufacturing skills development and entrepreneurship to address the challenge of youth unemployment. This industrial park has, for a period of 8 years, created 15,000 jobs, and 3,500 of these are youth. This means that with deliberate and concerted effort, the problem of unemployment in this country is solvable. Your Excellency, I have reported to you in the recent past about the land challenges in this sub-region, and you have offered guidance on that same. In the same spirit, I wish to commend the efforts of General Salim Saleh in constituting the Kapeka Land Bank Committee to extensively understand issues of Vibanja holders and landlords in Kapeka sub-county. The findings of the committee are a true record of what is transpiring in most parts of the country, and the recommendations of this committee, if rolled out, will resolve the land question gradually. Your Excellency, I have a copy of this report compiled by the Kapeka Land Bank Committee, and we request for an appointment to discuss the details of it. Your Excellency, Afande Saleh requests that before you start your zonal meetings in Uganda, this committee should meet you and brief you on their findings. Your Excellency, you can find solutions for the land issue from these solutions. The committee was headed by Haji Musei Haji Naduli, Mumbeja Silvia Muwebwa, Honorable Chofa Togabye, Major Herbert Ndiwalana, Haji Tomanya Yahaya Mobiru, Emmanuel Baruti, Seba Iga Joel, John Barwana, Yusuf Kikomeko, Kabugo Umar Badru, and myself, Your Excellency. If we are given an opportunity to meet you before you start your zonal meetings, we will be very grateful, Your Excellency. I wish to extend my gratitude to our investors and all partners for not only accepting to leverage on the opportunities available in our beloved country, but also for allowing to come to Kapeka, a couple of miles away from the city where most people would rather stay. I once again congratulate Namunkekera Industrial Park upon this milestone, but above all, for setting up the pace, demonstrating that indeed Uganda's industrial future is bright. Your Excellency, I want to recognize a few people who are here, who came to this function. We have Uganda Military Children Network that is headed by, you can come in front and wave to the president. Winnie Okech is the president of this group. We have civilian veteran children as well, they are here. We also have OWC officers here, and many people who came to grace this function, Your Excellency. In conclusion, we once again thank Afande Salim Saleh for making this vision come true. I thank you, Your Excellency, for listening to me.
Honorable Alice Kaboyo, thank you so much for those remarks. A special round of applause to her. Your Excellency, we are live on Next Media, NBS and Sanyuka TV. We're also live on UBC TV, and we're also live on Salt TV. Later on, we shall be live on Al Jazeera and BBC. They're also carrying these stories. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. So now moving on, Your Excellency, please allow me to invite our Minister of Investment, Honorable Evelyn Anite.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, retired Major Jessica Alupo, the Minister of Trade and Industries, the Ministers of State for Trade and Industries, Honorable David Bahati, the Minister of Trade, General Mbadi, the Minister of Lower Triangle, the proprietor of Liangshan Industrial Park, the proprietor of Naphill, Namunkekera Industrial Park, our religious leaders, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. President, I want to first of all thank God for the showers of blessings. And indeed, you have come with the showers of blessing that God has sent to us. Mr. President, I want to give thanks to you for when you came to power in 1986, you promised Ugandans that indeed it is just not a mere change of guards, but it will be a fundamental change. And immediately you ushered the 10-point program. I want to make reference to point number 5, where you made clear that you want to build an integrated and self-sustaining economy. Mr. President, I want to ask all the citizens who have gathered here and those watching us on TV to clap for you because you have walked the talk. Your Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, indeed you're a general. I want to tell you, Mr. President, you not only liberated Uganda from bad politics, from wars, from changing presidents one after the other. Before you took over power, we had over 9 presidents. Your Excellency, you've stabilized Uganda's economy, but you have also gone ahead to build for us an integrated and self-sustaining economy, and indeed you're in a steady progress. For that, I want to ask my fellow citizens to clap for you. Your Excellency, this ground, which was once a battleground, is now a place where we can feed our country. We are talking about employment of 15,000 Ugandans. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't even have to ask you to clap for him. You can clap for him just by yourselves. Your Excellency, different products. When I was appointed by you as the Minister of Investment in 2016, shortly after you had asked General Saleh to liberate this land and make it an industrial park, you said that Uganda was a supermarket of other people's products. We were depending on products from US, products from Europe, products from China. But Your Excellency, today, ceramic tiles are here in Uganda, and thanks to you, Mr. President. Your Excellency, today we are talking about exhibition of Ugandan products. Recently, I saw Ugandans, a section of Ugandans talking about Chinatown. And what were they selling in Chinatown? Your Excellency, can you imagine? They were being happy about products which are manufactured by Chinese and being sold in Uganda. They are shunning our products. But Your Excellency, you saw the made in Uganda products. You came with a policy. Today you saw that we are having ceramic tiles, textile, even the clothes that you're wearing is made in Uganda. Let's clap for you for leading with example. Your Excellency, today we are talking about ceramic toilets being made in Uganda, something that we could not talk from the time God created Uganda. Mr. President, we just have to say praises and thank the Almighty God that He has kept you alive for us. I have asked my fellow citizens that we should buy Uganda and build Uganda, because if we buy other people's products, we are doing two wrong things. One, Mr. President, we are donating jobs that will be otherwise made for Ugandans. We are donating for other nationals. Today we are talking about 15,000 jobs here. These are Ugandan children. So I want to ask all Ugandans to embrace made in Uganda products, 30 different products. Mr. Zhang, I want to thank you very much for choosing to put your money in Uganda. And all the investors there, I want to ask them to continue investing in Uganda, because we have an able leader who has a vision for this country and who will continue giving you protection that you must invest in our country. The other wrong that will be, the crime that we'll be committing if we do not buy Uganda, build Uganda, Mr. President, is that we will be donating our shillings that we have to convert into dollars to buy goods from China, from Europe. And that will make our economy not to grow. Ladies and gentlemen, the vision of our vision bearer is that we must develop Uganda's economy from the 50 billion to 500 billion. And the sectors are very clear. Your Excellency, because of time, allow me just run through these sectors quickly that can make our economy reach 500 billion, which will create jobs for our Ugandans. One of them is agri-industrialization. I want to thank Namunkekera for embracing that vision of agri-industrialization. When we are touring today, we saw farmers. You heard the daughter of General Saleh talking here. Jocelyn was telling us how General started with Nap Hill. She gave us the history. The young generation who call themselves Gen Zs, they will not know this history, but I want to tell you that for us to make our economy grow, we must embrace agri-industrialization. The second sector is tourism. I want to ask Ugandans to embrace the sector of tourism. The third sector is ICT, science and technology innovation. Why am I telling you all these sectors? Because I know the vision bearer who has liberated our country from, and making our country stable, not only has liberated our economy, our country, but has made us to be self-sustaining, and we are on a steady progress, and we must reach the promised land of getting our economy to 500 billion. Your Excellency, I would like to take this opportunity in a very honest way and from the bottom of my heart to thank General Salim Saleh. I want to ask everyone to clap for him. General Salim Saleh listens to you. If he did not listen to you today, we will not be talking about Kapeka Industrial Park. He listened to you, that's why today we are talking about 30 factories. But Your Excellency, I want to thank you that you have not only started Kapeka, but you have started other 9 factories. With industrialization alone, Mr. President, you have created over 1 million jobs. Ugandans, let's clap for the General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Mr. President, you have said we should establish 25 factories. I believe with the grace of God, we will do that. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank the organizers, my sister Harriet, for working so tirelessly, and all the rest of the teams. Thank you very much. Indeed, we have seen the products with our eyes. My final point is, let us buy Uganda, build Uganda for job creation and socio-economic transformation. May God bless all of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause to our Minister for Investment, Honorable Evelyn Anite. Your Excellency, there is a humble request to you, sir. A humble son of yours is requesting to entertain you for just a minute. Your Excellency, allow me to invite Africa's number 6, Uganda's number 1, Dr. Jose Chameleone.
I salute you, Your Excellency, Joseph Chameleone. Basi muongeze. Tukende! Kapeka!
Hello?
Kapeka! Mzee oye! Naremo oye! Twende! Ebirungi tukola makula geyoleka gonna. Oh, na. Sawa ya kusima mzee! Wanika. Ebirungi tukola makula geyoleka gonna. Akaruka His Excellency Manemu Kongere Kamanyao. Abali muteti akaruka mzee. Twende DJ. Hapa ni kazi. It's been a long. Sure. No. Pampe. Ipe kidogo. Achakulia. Twende ya mwisho. Salute His Excellency. Uzai wape. Tupagana jo. Go. Muliwa, muliwa. Unani. I got to go. His Excellency, the President of the Republic,
Okay. Check. Urcha. Okay. Your Excellency, thank you so much for granting that performance. These young people need a bit of inspiration and hope, and Chameleon is one of those artists that many Ugandan children are looking at as a model, as someone who has risen through the ashes and has become a star. Your Excellency, sir, there is also another young man who you love so dearly. He heard that you are coming here, and he's also requesting for your permission, Your Excellency, to perform for 1 minute, if you can grant. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite Davio. Davio, all the way from Masaka.
Okay, Devi, you perform a little later on. Thank you so much. Okay? Your Excellency, sir, thank you so much for granting those humble requests. You're truly a man of the people. You truly believe and support talent. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, and now moving on, allow me to invite the Honorable Minister of Trade. Hey, omukulu wamweyitidde. Okay. Your Excellency, sir, I'll also be visiting you shortly for that arrangement. But before I do, allow me to invite the Honorable Minister of Trade, Honorable Francis Mwebesa.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Your Excellency, the Vice President, Jessica Alupo, the Chairman, the representative of the Chairman of Namunkekera-Liao Rural Industrial Center of General Salim Saleh, the Honorable Ministers present, Honorable Members of Parliament present, members of the Diplomatic Corps, the Chairman, Leon Shem Industrial Park, industrialists present, government officials, members of the private sector stroke community, members of the media fraternity, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored to be invited to participate at this inaugural Namunkekera-Liao Shen Industrial Park Trade Show and Bazaar. This is a milestone in the development of the Greater Rural Triangle and the country at large. Allow me first to thank Your Excellency, the President, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for his visionary leadership in championing the industrialization policy of this country. I congratulate General Salim Saleh for this initiative and tireless efforts he has put to ensure that it is not only operational, but also growing. We go across the whole country of Uganda as the Minister of Industry, but Namunkekera is a success on our policy of industrialization. I'm reliably informed that the park has attracted 24 factories, out of which 21 are operational, employing 20,000 people and producing over 100 products. I appreciate industrialists who have brought in foreign and direct investment and run the day-to-day operations of these factories. Without them, we wouldn't be celebrating the success we are celebrating today. One of the strategic objectives of NRIM government is to industrialize Uganda through value addition to local materials for import substitution, export promotion, and wealth creation. Your Excellency, Kapeka Industrial Park is aligned to this strategy. The products manufactured in this park include ceramic tiles, TVs, LPG cylinders, LED bulbs, fishing twines, electric wires, textiles and garments, shoes, school bags, sunflower oil, and processed foods, among others. Your Excellency, Uganda is making a great stride on industrialization. The industry sector currently contributes 27.4% to the GDP. Manufacturing alone contributes 16.5% to the GDP, provides employment of over 200 million and pays over 30 of the total taxes collected by URA. The manufactured value-added exports has now increased to over 13% of total exports. I conclude, I wish to reiterate the government's commitment to the development of infrastructure, the implementation of the policies, plans, and strategies to reduce on the cost of doing business. I now take this singular honor to invite Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, to address this congregation.
Your Excellency, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, colleagues, honorable ministers, colleagues, members of parliament, the management of this industrial park in your distinguished capacities, all the exhibitors, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, we have gathered here today to showcase the achievements of the Namunkekera-Liao Shen Industrial Park and also celebrate a homegrown rural economic development model that is bearing fruits at this industrial complex. This industrial complex has 28 completed factories, of which 21 are operational, and they are producing over 100 products, creating employment opportunities for over 15,000 people. And Your Excellency, by improving the local manufacturing capacity, this industrial park is supporting Uganda's import substitution, while at the same time growing trade opportunities for our country within and outside the East African region. Your Excellency, in 1986, when the National Resistance Movement took over our government, it pledged in the 10-point program to build an independent, integrated, and self-sustaining national economy. Since 1986, ladies and gentlemen, the NRM government, under the visionary leadership of His Excellency, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, has been consistently working to improve Uganda's manufacturing sector in a bid to reduce the importation gap. Your Excellency, the success of this industrial park, therefore, is an inspiration and reminder to us all of what is possible in our country if we all listen to your message and closely study the book authored by General Salim Saleh titled Musevenomics. Your Excellency, for a long time, Uganda was, as you have always reminded us, I open quotes, the supermarket of the world, I close quotes. Fellow Ugandans, you will bear with me witness that this trade show and bazaar has confirmed that the NRM and His Excellency, the President's diagnosis of the problems affecting our economy is right. And what is also true is that His Excellency, the President's prescription of the solution to the problems affecting our economy is very right. Your Excellency, at this industrial park, we have companies which have already been enumerated by the manager. Quite clearly, it is evident that we are surely making impressive progress in our import substitution strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me, on all your behalf, extend special appreciation to His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, whose visit to China in 2015 inspired the collaboration between Uganda and China's Liaoning province and eventually the Namunkekera-Liao Shen Industrial Park here. Your Excellency, every vision bearer and visionary leader requires a team of committed, ideologically well-oriented leaders to execute the strategy and mission. To that end, allow me, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, in a special way, to thank General Salim Saleh, who piloted the Namunkekera Rural Industrial Center model to kickstart systematic, effective national economic transformation. Through his patriotic and resilient efforts, this industrial park has transformed Kapeka. And Your Excellency, General Salim Saleh, in his simple way, whenever we visit him in his home up there, I visited him, I think, twice, he has recorded all the products and the activities that take place in this industrial park. And when you visit him, you can see what happens in this industrial park within a minute. So it's very important that we thank him for expeditiously implementing the directive of His Excellency the President up to the logical conclusion. I thought that ladies and gentlemen would be clapping for him. In the same vein, Your Excellency, and as I come to the conclusion of my remarks, allow me to thank the strategic partners, our friends and investors from China for supporting this industrial park and investing in our country. I encourage our friends from China to invest in other sectors, and I encourage other investors from other parts of the world to invest in Uganda because it is the best investment destination. With the security and stability, good weather, and a hardworking, youthful population that Uganda has, the opportunities for manufacturers and industrialists are limitless. Your Excellency, Uganda has a big market of 46 million people and 300 million East Africans, as well as 1.5 billion African people under the African Continental Free Trade Area. You, our investors, are welcome to make Uganda the anchor for your access to the rest of the East African region and the African market. Your Excellency, finally, I would like also to thank the organizers of this trade show for coming up with such a noble concept and for the good organization of the series of events here and even tomorrow. I salute and give credit to our security agencies for ensuring the trade show and bazaar happen smoothly. Once again, I thank you, Your Excellency, for creating time for this very important ceremony, and also thank all the invited guests for turning up in big numbers. It is only possible to realize these achievements, Your Excellency, with a visionary, a resilient, patient, agile, and a strategic thinker like you, and a committed team that you have always worked with over the years. And Your Excellency, we thank you and pledge to continue working with you the journey of socio-economic transformation of our country and indeed Africa. As I say to the people of Uganda, that tuongere okuwajira NRM ne President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni mu Kalulu aka 2026. And Your Excellency, I now take this honor and privilege to invite you to address us and officially open the trade bazaar. The floor is yours, sir.
Her Excellency, the Vice President, the ministers, members of Parliament, the management of Namunkekera Industrial Park, the staff of General Saleh. General Saleh himself is not here, I don't see him. Namawena abeka peka abaze wano olwaleero njagala kusooka okubeebaza ku lw'okumpitako omukolo guno mu kiseera empisi bwebadde ewasa. Abanyankole bagamba nti enkuba bw'etonnya naye omusana ne gwaka, kitegeeza nti empisi ewasa. N'olwekyo mumpise okujja ku mukolo ogwa Namunkekera, naye kirabika empisi ebadde ewasa awantu okumpi awo. Ekyokubiri, olugero lwa Bayibuli lw'omuntu eyagenda kusiga. Ensigo ezimu zagwa ku lwazi ne zikala, endala zagwa mu magwa ne zitakula bulungi. Buli Nyankole bagamba nti zanyoloza, zikanyoloza. Endala ne zigwa mu kkubo, ennyonyi z'omu bbanga ne zizirya. Naye ne wabawo ensigo eyagwa mu ttaka eddungi n'ebala nnyo. Kati ekiri wano kapeeka z'ensigo ezagwa ku ttaka eddungi. Nga bwe muwulidde, nali ngenze China, naye buli lwengenda ngezako okutunda ensi yammwe. okusikiriza bamusiga nsimbi bajje wano batekewo ebikola ssente amakolero oba hoteri oba kampani z'obuweereza kyenkola buli wengenda wonna kati luno nageze China 2015 niwabawo yangamba nti ayagala kukola akatawuni k'amakolero mwe Abannayuganda wano mbadde n'obutawuni obw'obuduuka usanga akatawuni konna kajjudde obuduuka butunda wuuzi ebizigo amafuta g'etaala takataka yonna eri awo akatawuni konna kajjudde obuduuka obw'okutunda ebintu naye ekizibu kiri nti bw'oyingira mu kaduuka akamu ogenda kusangamu omukozi omu oba babiri kati ogenda kwekyusa tawuni enene nga Kampala wadde nene ate ejjudde amaduuka naye amaduuka ago abantu ge bakozesa matono bali batono si bangi kati enjawulo eriwo eri nti bw'okola akatawuni ak'amakolero buli kolero likozesa abantu 100, 200, 300 kati amatawuni g'amakolero gazaala emirimu mingi okusinga buli obutawuni bwaffe obwedda obw'obuduuka kati bwenawulira ekirowoozo ekyo nembayita nti mujje ate waliwo omuntu waffe alina ettaka ddene awo onebaliza General Sale General Sale alina galubindi ezirengera bulungi business emabega kaawo yagula ettaka lino okuva ku East Mengo yangambako nti nzija wano nunirewo nemugamba nti nedda eyo nze nunire Lwakitula n'ekisozi nemugamba nti ettaka litereke tugenda kufuna omugaso ogusingawo kati bwe naafuna bano bamusiga nsimbi nembakwataganya ge makolero gano kati gemulaba kubanga wano waliwo ettaka ddene eritaliko mpaka kati bano kwe kujja nga bwe muwulidde amakolero gali 30 abiri mulimu amakolero gagwa dda gakola omwenda bakyazimba lwekyo njagala kwebaza abantu babiri okusooka General Sale okutereka ettaka lino ekyokubiri kwebaza bamusiga nsimbi kubanga bwe nabayita bagirawo kati mulaba emyaka 8 si mingi naye kati embeera bayikyusa dda wano, embeera yakyukira ddala ekapeeka. Kyonjagala kwebaza bamusiga nsimbi abajja mbakubireko mu ngalo. What I was telling our people here first was a joke that when it rains and then but there's also sunshine, it means a hyena is wading somewhere. You saw when it was raining here, it was also shining. That means somewhere in Muyenje, Obeyo, Mundeyo, empisi evade wasa. This is just village superstition. Now the other point was the parable in the Bible of the sower, the one who went to sow. Some of the seeds fell on the rock and didn't germinate. Others fell in the thorns and they deteriorated, but some fell on good ground and multiplied. And kapeka is one of them. The seeds fell on fertile ground. And I want to thank my words, because when I was in China, when I met this governor of the province of the northeast of China, and he was talking about industrial parks, I think that's how I said, no, I know where there's land where you can have an industrial park. I think that's how I linked him with General Saleh. But as you have seen, in 9 years, not a long time, they have already translated the idea into reality. I want to thank General Saleh and also thank the Chinese investors. Thank you so much. General Saleh had bought this land from East Mengo. When we were fighting here, there was a coffee factory. I think they were also growing some pineapples, I remember. And it was being managed by Chofa, the father of our minister now. That's how I remember Namunkekera during the war. There was also a ginnery, a cotton ginnery down there near the barracks, near Kansiri. So General Saleh, when he bought this land, at one time he wanted me to come and farm here, but I said, no, let me farm where I am. You keep that land for greater use. So I want to thank General Saleh for his foresight in getting this land, which came in handy when we wanted where to put an industrial park. Now, regarding the products which are being produced here, we are going to protect them by tax. I don't know why that should be a problem. Anything that is being manufactured here, we are going to put a tax on rival products which are coming from outside the East African community. I don't know why that one is a problem. I'm going to meet, I want my staff to call the investors for a meeting so that we discuss and agree on how I can support them by policy. By policy. Now, on the issue of supporting the farmers to supply goods to the agro-industries here, I'm ready to give you the 4 point something billion but in the new financial year, not now. In the new financial year, because I don't want to kutomera in the middle of the year. But in the new financial year, I will give you the 4 billion you want for the circle for the farmers. Now, I want my staff to organize for me to meet the land committee, the one of General Sare, which Aris Kavoyo talked about, so that we talk also about that land issue. Now, Katabana Ruero, tulina okuyombamu, nze wano okubayombesaamu, kubanga Abanaruwero abamu batukongola. Kati gano amakolero mapya tegaaliwo edda, agaaliwo wadde waliwo factory naye bwali butono, tebwali bwamaanyi ga buno nga gano. Naye kati mulaba ebifo byaffe byonna eby'eddwaniro bijjudde amakolero, okuviira ddala Kawanda, kubanga gonna ebifo ebyo byonna byali ddwaniro we twakubiranga UPC. Magara yateeka ambush y'amaanyi wansi wa Kawanda awo, ambush y'amaanyi nnyo. Eyo na Kawanda, Matuga, Migade, Sanga, Gombe, eyo na bifo bya lutalo. Nakasongola, naye kati byonna bijjudde amakolero. NRM ge yabaleetera. Amakolero ago gawadde abantu baffe emirimu nga bwe muwulidde, abamu abagala kukola mu makolero. Naye n'oli atagala kukola mu kolero, okuleeta amakolero mangi bwe gati okumpi kya mugaso nnyo. Nze ndi mulunzi, nkama amata. Naye wange Rwakitula oluusi bampeereza siringi 5 lita y'amata. Nalina Prime Minister wange Nsibambi yali wano okumpi Buloba, yalinawo ente ntono, nze musinga ente nyingi eri. Naye Nsibambi yali wano yalinawo ente ntono Buloba awo. Naye ye buli lita y'amata yafunanga shilingi 2,000. Ate amata ge wange malungi nnyo okusinga gano agamu aga wano. Naye nze ow'amata amalungi baali bansasula nakati bansasula 5, 6, 7 eri buli lita y'amata. Kulwaki? Kubanga ndi wala n'ekkula lya Uganda. Ekkula lya Uganda ke katale akanene ak'e Kampala. Uganda yaweereza abantu baffe wano mu Buganda ak'enkizo okukkiriza ne tufuula Kampala etawuni enkulu ya Uganda. Abantu ne bajja ne bajjula wano. Abantu abo abajjudde mu Kampala tebalima, tebalunda, naye balya. Balira ddala nno. Ab'e Kampala balya. Kati gwe Omunayuganda atali nga Museveni ali eri ewala, Rwakitula eyo gwe ow'okumpi olina omukisa munene okusinga nze. singa owuliriza okuwabula kwa NRM n'ojumbira n'olunda ente y'amata enkoko y'amagi na buli obusolo bwamwe bwe mulya obusolo obwo nze sibulya nze omunyankole wedda naye abanyankole b'ennaku zino obusolo bamazeewo banange naye nze omunyankole wedda obusolo obwo sibulya ndi ng'omusiraamu kati ebyo byonna bw'obikolera wano kumpi ne Kampala ofuna kinene okusinga nze oweri Rwakitula kati abantu 3,000 abakola wano emmere bagigulawa kulwaki abantu bange mu Luweero wano mu magombalira gano agali kumpi ne Kampala Makulubita Gombe Masurita Kachiri Semuto Namayumba amagombalira gali okumpi kulwaki temujumbira ndowooza waliwo ababaguumaaza ababaguumaliza mu bitaliimu abantu abo ngenda kubeekenenya ate bayinza kwetuusa kw'ekikolimo kubanga okuwugula abantu baffe ne bataganyirwa mu mikisa egiriwo ya Uganda baba abakikola beeretera ekikolimo abaguumaaza abantu baffe nawulirako nti bwe twali tugaba emwanyi ensigo z'emwanyi Operation Wealth Creation bwe yali ezigaba nti waliwo ababagamba nti ezo ensigo tezigenda kubala nti miyini gya nkumbi mwakiwulirako ekyo mwakiwulirako eyakibagamba yeekonomedde kubanga kyabulabe okuwugula ne bakuguumaliza mu bitaliimu kati njagala kubasaba nti Uganda ebakoledde ekyenjawulo okubaleetera akatale ak'amaanyi bwe kati ekumpi naffe abali kumpi ne Kampala nammwe nze ndi wala eri mu Lukoola abalaalo beeyo bazukuka bw'osomoka wano Mayanja n'ogenda mu ddwaniro abalaalo bagagawala kubanga bawuliriza okuwabula kwaffe ne batandika okulunda ente z'amata ne bakyusa ente wali emitala wali eddwaniro eri Ngoma tewali enguudo mbi naye enyingiza y'amaanyi e Masaka bawuliriza okuwabula kwaffe ne balima emwanyi kati bagagawadde munange e Masaka bagagawadde abanga b'ekisozi bali mu Mwenge nembegayirira banange okutuusa lwe bazukuka naye kati bali bulungi bayita mu mwanyi abantu baffe besese bawuliriza okuwabula kwaffe ne bajumbira ebinazi bali bulungi lwe nasemba okugendayo omukulembeze wa NRM yatugamba nti abatunda omuzigo gw'ettaala banateera okusenguka kubanga tewakyaliwo akozesa omuzigo gw'ettaala bona bagagawala bali kusoola kati abe sese ku lw'ebinazi kati mwaka 2013 General Sale namugamba ntitandika okugaba ensigo z'emmwanyi nti ate otandike n'amaka g'abalwanyi omulwanyi bw'aba takyaliwo ensigo baziwereze omwana we abaana be nali ndowooza nti kigenda kuyamba naye kati waliwo bebangamba nti waliwo entalo z'amataka nti ebintu entalo ezo ngenda kuzekenenya era ngenda kusinkana akakiiko ako kasale kagambye ndabe engeri gye tutereezamu ebyama twabitereeza dda kubanga musemateeka tetukiriza owamayiro okugoba ow'ekibanja tekikirizibwa babakanga bukanzi oba ow'ettaka okutemako ekibanja kyo takkirizibwa babakanga bukanzi ate namwe nimukola ensobi nimulonda ababaka bataliimu ababaka bebandi bade babalwanako kubanga ebiragiro musemateeka twaganirawo bano baali bagamba nti leka abamayiro nabebibanja bategeregane netugamba nti nedda tulina okukugira ab'amataka balimu okutawanya abantu baffe tewaliwo ekibanja kugobebwa ku kibanja kye tewaliwo okumutemako kibanja kye ate obusuulu buliko ekikomo agereka obusuulu sinayini ttaka district council yegereka obusuulu ab'amataka bakayana ne bagamba nti siringi 10,000 ez'obusuulu tezirina makulu ze ne mbagamba nti abasirikale bwe bankobera saluti erimu sente meka naye saluti kintu kikulu kiba kitegeeza nti oli akubye saluti abakugamba nti nkutegedde sebo oli mukulu erinze so obusuulu twabulekako bubonero si bwa bizinesi era twakireeta kijala kiyambako okutuuka bwe tunafuna sente ezimala abebibanja okwegula nemutwala sente ebibanja amataka gammwe n'olwekyo tewandibadde ekizibu okujjako abakulembeze bamwe tebabalwanako naba RDCs nabo bebaseemu kubanga kijja kitya nti abantu batawanyizibwa n'ab'amataka songa ebiragiro bitangaavu naye ensonga eyo igenda kugiyingiramu naye kyembasaba ab'amagombalira gano agali kumpi ne Kampala muleme okutukongola mujumbire programu ze twabakwasa emikisa mingi okusinga luli bano abantu abajjudde wano ab'amakolero bona beetaaga ebyokukozesa beetaaga ebyokulya beetaaga raw materials beetaaga mukisa gw'amaanyi. So in conclusion, I'm telling these people that they have not taken advantage of the many factories which are in the former Ruwero Triangle, which was a war zone, but now is full of factories from Kawanda, Matuga, Migade, Gombe, Sanga, Wakiso, all those are our war zones. Here, Kapeka, they are full of factories. Those factories have a lot of employees. They have needs, like food needs, but of course they also need raw materials. And I was giving them the example that in Raiktura, when I sell a liter of milk, sometimes they pay me 500 shillings a liter of milk. But people like my former late Prime Minister Museveni, who were near Kampala, they would be getting 2,000 shillings per liter. Why? Because they are near a big market. Yet my milk is much better than this one being sold near Kampala. But because I have the disadvantage of being far. So I was telling these people, who is this one who diverts you? And you don't listen to the NRM message, and you don't use these advantages which the NRM has created for you. If you see the factories in Namunkekera, that one was a forest. So the people in Mukono, why can they not benefit a lot from selling food, vegetables, raw materials to all those numerous factories? There has been the issue of land, but I told them that the land issue was settled in the CA. We provided that the landlord cannot evict, a Kiwanja owner cannot deduct from his Kiwanja, and that the rent has got a ceiling. And the rent is nominal, not commercial. So, whoever is evicting people, it must be because the local leaders don't defend these people who are not educated. But we are going to enter in the matter and see. So I want to thank again General Saleh and our investors for developing the Namunkekera Industrial Park, and I'm going to meet both the investors and the committee of General Saleh to hear what ideas they have. Thank you very much. With these ones, I declare the Moreso open. The show in our language is called Omoreko, or Moreso in Uganda. Thank you very much.
A huge round of applause to our President, His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who has officially opened the Nabil Joint Show 2024. Your Excellency, allow me to use 30 seconds just to introduce a few people to you before you leave. I would like to kindly recognize the presence of Congolese traders. Now these ones always buy products from the industrial park. They travel all the way from Congo and they've branded themselves as regional investors. Please stand up and wave to His Excellency the President. Okay. Your Excellency, also allow me to introduce to you the Executive Director of the National Environment Management Authority, Mr. Barirega Akankwasa. You're most welcome, Sebo. Mukama wange Sabalwanyi, nzikiriza nkwanjulire Mama Nakaseke, Hajati Saida Bumba. Naye wali mu nyumba. Mukama wange, Your Excellency, the Managing Director Napil ansabye nkuyisemu kano kitaffe asabye omukirize n'abantu be bafuneyo ekifaananyi naawe as organizers of the trade fair show.
Okay, Napil, kindly let's do this quickly.
Your Excellency, thank you so much for our photo op. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all rise for the Uganda National Anthem. I beg your pardon. Let's start with the East African Anthem, the Ugandan Anthem, and then our head of state will leave, and then everyone else can leave. It's okay. Saabalwanyi nga bw'otambula okuva wano nzikiriza mpite muzzukulu wo Ronald Mayinja akusiibule. Trinidad.
Yeah.
DJ lindako abantu abayimiridde wano tusaba mugulirawo president ekkubo okay abantu abayimiridde
twategekedde mmwe twabafumbidde our VVIPs, General Saleh is inviting you to a banquet. Kindly don't leave before it's done. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back tomorrow for day 2. Omwoleso kukyagenda maaso paka nkya abayimbi webali ekiro kiramba tugenda kuba disco. Not now. Okay. Abatuyambyeko ebitongole ebyenjawulo Uganda Bouncers Association namwe tubabuuzizzaako mwebale nnyo. Bannaye tukube kubo omukulu afulume tukole kubo Saabalwanyi ave wano. Asiimye wuyo kabawuubireko. Buy Uganda, build Uganda. Akenda ke twakolanga ka Museveni bayi tukateekemu awo.